NeoTech Process, where next-gen factories, robotics, and sci-fi engineering come to life. In a world where polar storms shatter steel, one hidden mega-factory quietly forges a different survivor. Here, temperature itself becomes a tool, birthing the ThermoShift Arctic Bot from adaptive, memory-rich metal. Outside these walls, air turns to knives, and polar night roars over a fractured, frozen ocean. Through the blue-black blizzard, a lone machine walks steadily, untouched as frost blooms then steams from metal.
This is the ThermoShift Arctic Bot, built not to endure temperature, but to harvest its violence.
Its body is forged from temperature-adaptive metal, where programmable crystal lattices replace brittle, obedient industrial alloys.
At killing cold, it stiffens to bear impossible loads. Near thaw, it flexes, gripping treacherous ice.
Beside volcanic heat, its armor softens, redistributing stress. This is metallurgy rewritten through orchestrated thermal shock.
The journey begins with dust, inside a vast subterranean complex where freight drones pour shimmering metallic powders.
Lasers stitch particles into proto-alloy clusters, while atom-thin thermonodes embed phase changes at precise temperature thresholds.
Together, they form a meta-alloy, holding a staggered library of transformations that respond uniquely to shifting heat. Drawn into gleaming ingots, the newborn alloy rises into the thermoforge hall, surrounded by towering induction coils. Suspended in magnetic fields, each ingot spins as controlled plasma arcs drive temperatures beyond white-hot incandescence. Then the shock begins. The glowing metal plunges down a cryo-cascade column, through stacked rings of liquefied gases. Caught in supercooled gas, the ingot rises again as harmonic hammers and quantum sensors reshape its interior. Hot, freeze, stress, heal, repeat. Thousands of cycles teaching each grain a complex, temperature-dependent memory. Only then does shaping begin, in the silent hall, where temperature gradients hang motionless around levitating alloy ribbons.
Magnetic weavers braid limb segments, inner strands tuned for deep cold flexibility, outer strands for warming rigidity.
Along its forming spine, hollow beams emerge, carved with channels destined for circulating liquid metal thermal veins. Electroactive polymer filaments wrap the alloy bones, contracting like synthetic muscle when current flows through their fibers. The muscles and metal collaborate. Under load and changing temperature, joints stiffen or yield exactly where needed. Around this frame, thermally responsive plates form a skin, etched with fractal seams that tighten in lethal cold. When warmth returns, those same seams relax, flexing open to vent heat and redistribute incoming impacts.
On a microscopic scale, metallic fur bristles. Tuned filaments vibrate to shed ice and wick heat inward.
Beneath the skin, thermal sensors give it heat sight, reading buried vents and faint life beneath snow. At its core, insulated processors float in an isothermal chamber, wrapped by superconducting loops that siphon heat.
A predictive digital twin runs continuously, simulating seconds ahead and pre-tuning every thermal phase before the world changes.
In the Arctic Gauntlet testing chamber, climate becomes a dial, surrounding one completed bot with manufactured extremity.
Supercooled fog thickens. Ice crystals grow mid-air as frost races across its body, joints locking tighter without cracking.
Suddenly panels blaze like polar noon. Ice erupts into steam. Water pours as
It steps from ice to submerged rock to scorching metal, feet morphing claws and pads to maintain balance. Vents blast alternating gusts of heat and cold. Its metal ripples microscopically while stress graphs flatten into waves. Beyond the chamber, ThermoShift Arctic Bots march into unreachable frontiers, beneath collapsing ice shelves and down glacial chasms.
They roam methane-scoured plains of distant icy moons, building outposts, placing instruments where no traditional machine survives.
On a warming Earth, they survey shifting Arctic coastlines, mapping in real time where oceans will claim land. Everywhere climate swings between extremes, ThermoShift-inspired alloys reinforce bridges, grids, and temperature-aware, self-healing building skins. Under auroras on breaking ice, this more-than-machine walks, forged in shock to harmonize with extremes.
If you enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more.